Hello everyone and welcome to some Bahamut Lagoon again. So we're back where we ended the previous episode, so we talked to Sandak and got some reminiscing done about how we embarked on a journey to find some dragons and we formed this little resistance. Let me check if I'm recording everything properly, yes. So, now we're going to do some rummaging around before I get to the meat and potatoes of this introduction here, and that will be the dragons. So anywho, let me check. Yeah, we got this one properly. There is nothing here. And there's just a bunch of weird people there. Nothing... Oh, no, sorry. There is something here. Magic gins. If I remember correctly, the gin restores your MP as a consumable. So, let's, gin as in, I don't know, ginseng or something? I doubt it is gin, but you never know. Hug the wall and check. Nothing here, nothing here. Oh, a drawer thing. What do you mean a drawer thing? A drawer? We went to his house and just took out a drawer and and took it with us? Yeah, this game is weird like this sometime. Okay. How about the barrels? Sweet wine, okay. So that has me thinking that the first one is maybe gin. So okay, we have the wine. There is one thing that I always remember. Regardless of how much time I am between plays, I always remember one item here. Let me show it to you. It's kind of specific. You go to the bed and you check under the covers and you get a magazine. I don't know if this is Metallite's house. I wonder what type of magazine this is. You know, a cover, you have a lady in armor, and it's just, I don't know what could it be. You have Greaves and Garters with the lady in armor, you know, or maybe you have a couple of ladies in armor in pinup style, you know, drawn and the magazine is named Polishing the Lance or something like that. Sorry. Yeah, we maybe we'll ask him about that later, you know. Well, that's definitely not his. That's a genius notebook. So let's talk to the good old armored fella. So he definitely has some good memories of Yo-Yo. Yes, we also have memories of her. It doesn't matter what you pick there. He'll just talk about some stuff and go away. Man, we're working on it. If you ask me why he's doing that, I don't know. Wanted to hide something? He maybe didn't want to show us something. And this is a fluff item. This is not really an item, and we can open it to get some, additional story in 10 scenes. This game has a couple of moments like that, when you get additional things depending on if you open something up or not, but you don't get any cons about rummaging through people's stuff, so you might as well open it up and see it. Okay, lady, I'm going. Who told you can get on my dragon, though? Matlight doesn't like that. This is sort of a weird thing. He is a royal guard and she is a princess, so you would think he is guarding her, but this whole thing is a really weird dynamic, cause, well, maybe I won't spoil you, because there's one thing I need to wait on before I talk about what I want to talk. We're kinda waiting on another character before I talk about this. But the dynamic there is kinda weird, you know? Well, yeah, I guess hold on, unless you wanna drop. It's kind of like a motorcycle thing, you just kinda need to hold on to something, and I doubt that dragon has anything besides the tail to hold on. So, okie doke. Also, are you a teenager? Cause that's kinda how you act. Well, don't know about that, lady. I don't know about that. But this is nice, that cathedral is really nice. It has a really enigmatic feeling to it, the way it looks, and the thing that it's on a... I don't know, it's on a cloud or something? I guess on a lagoon, so that gives an additional eerie feel to it. Easy there, boy. Easy there. Okay, we can't do anything here other than talk to Yo-Yo. Enlighten me. That's in one way sweet, but in another way creepy as heck. I don't wanna go with you, woman. You're weird. No way. Who would wanna become king of Cana? Also, if you would say yes, she'll only go, teehee, this is a joke, Pew. So, this is whatever when you pick this. This doesn't influence anything, just this little dialogue. Well, I can't see into the future, woman, but I promise. I mean, she didn't say, promise to marry me, she just say, will we go to this church? Okay, yeah, I mean, I can promise that. And Salamander just took off because he couldn't stand any more bullshit. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of like that. I think this is all there is in this house. Hug the wall. Let's check the table here. No, this is everything. So I'm guessing, if I remember correctly, this is all the items. So let's talk to the people and then I'll show you the dragons. Of course they're cute. Yeah, you see that again because I had to load the normal save. I will only use save states if we cut an episode in battle. I reloaded the normal save, so to catch up I just went through those couple of scenes you saw in the previous episode and we're here. So that's why she gave it to me another time. Our plan? Plan to end Cusco? That plan? or what plan? Oh yeah, this plan. Yeah, I haven't forgotten about it. No sir, I don't think that's riding dragons that makes him crying. But okie doke. Ah, he likes you, he licked your beard. Also, the overlay that you see now, I decided that this would be the intro overlay, or the story part overlay. Then I always have a story part overlay and the battle overlay. And this is a new dragon. Let's give him... Ah, look, he's kinda has this little doggy fur around him. That's kinda cute. And the name maybe doesn't have much sense, it's Thunder. But it was supposed to be Thunderhawk. But they didn't have much space, I guess. So that's why it's Thunder H. We'll go with it. Told you this game is weird. So, let's go to the meat and potatoes. And let's begin with Salamando. So let's just... No. Yeah, I have the option still. Oof. So let's just go with feed. So the screen will change, and this is the dragon interaction screen, the dragon management screen. Maybe a little bit daunting because you have a lot of stats and all, but hear me out, it's not that bad. I made some notes on a piece of paper, so I'll talk about different things. So, as you can see on the top, the dragon has a bunch of stats. It's actually... some, or at least one, I'm sure it's not visible. There is one stat that is, at least one stat that's not visible. And in total, your dragons have 17 different attributes. And you can increase those attributes by feeding the dragon as we're doing now. And the dragon basically gets more powerful, he has access to higher level attacks, and, what's most important, he can change his form. And that's cool, that's really cool. So let's get first through the... I wonder if you can see my cursor. Ah yeah, you should see my cursor, so I'll use it like this. Let's go first through the physical attributes. So we have strength, we have vitality, we have dexterity, and... something else? Yeah, this is mid, it's... I guess it's mind? I think so. Anywho, those attributes can increase from 0 to 250. And every 25, you get a level of this attribute. so 10 levels max. Strength affects the dragon's physical attack power, and I think if strength is bigger than an elemental attribute, the dragon prefers to use physical attacks in close quarters. And it also depends on the dragon itself, but I think it was like that. Vitality. Vitality is basically defense. Is it anything else? No, I think it's just basically defense. Dexterity is just another name for speed here. And mind is the primary magic attribute. So even when you have elemental has more effect on the skill itself, and mind has the damage of the skill affects the damage of the skill more in the equation, you know. Now, what was I? Oh yeah, those two. If you increase those two in conjunction with something, and I think also those two by themselves, they do affect the dragon's appearance. The dragon's appearance are affected by those two. There is a primary dragon family dependent on vitality and on strength. So it's more of an assault type and of a defense type, and they just get various different colorings and abilities depending on the elemental values. From what I remember, that is. We'll see if that's true. And what else? Mind and dexterity, I think, don't have forms or family of forms connected to them. I don't think so, if I remember correctly. More of the elemental influences that. It's kind of a weird thing, because if you want to increase them both, depending on which one. If you have, for example, if both strength and vitality are the same, then the form will change if you get one level in any of them, and it will then change in regards to what level you had first in them. But I think if you get strength to, I think, 11 and have elemental properties, and you will change the form and then get vitality to 12, it will change to a vitality form? I think so. It's been a lot of time since I played this, so we'll check that out. But oh yeah, I noted this. If they're both the same, vitality actually has more importance over strength. So you'll get the vitality form. Sorry. Now, let's go here. Here, in the upper part, we have the elemental attributes. Fire, water, lightning. This is life, and this weird thing is poison. We don't have dark, we have poison. Well, we do have dark, but it's not an element, so instead we have poison here. So those go from 0 to 100. And every 10 we get a level in those, so 10 is max. They all affect the appearance of the dragon. And life and poison are the equivalent of strength and vitality. They're sort of paired. So they have... while affecting the appearance, they have the same rule as the strength and vitality. Which one was dominant? Life was dominant, okay. And otherwise it's the same when affecting the form. Now, okay, now what else? Hit points. Here we have hit points and magic points. Dragons don't have SP, they have MP like a wizard. So this is fairly self-explanatory. This is how much damage he can acquire before he goes down. They get revived and healed after the battle, so they just go down for the remainder of the battle. And I don't think you can revive them with items, no. This is MP, so they can use their skills as long as they have MP. So that's also self-explanatory. Now, we go into the territory of the weird weird stats. So first we have loyalty here and fidelity. So this is weird. Those affect different special kinds of forms. So there are special kind of dragon forms that are not elemental or not elemental stats, no physical attribute based. So I'll talk about them maybe a bit later, but now I'll maybe just go the basics now. So loyalty. If loyalty reaches 100, we get a special dragon form, and it has a weird name. It says Uni Dragon, and it's kind of a weird one. I'll tell you about it in a moment after we get through the whole stats. We have Wisdom, and Intimacy. So Wisdom kind of affects how well the dragon behaves. If the Wisdom is quite low, then the dragon will primarily do some physical attacks instead of special or magical attacks. Sort of like an intelligence stat for a dragon, you know? It determines how well it moves and how well it attacks. It can do into sticky situations if it's dumb, you know? Next we have Intimacy, this was kind of a cool idea, I would say. Then we have Intimacy. Intimacy is how well your dragon operates with your characters, so how often it will aid your characters or heal or something like that. Also, in conjunction with Poison and Life, it determines its form, which is dominant, you know? And if it goes down to 0, because you can use items that decrease your stats, there is also a special kind of I don't think it's a form, I think it's more of a stat, that Lonely Dragon stat, I think. So, now we also get to the hidden stats, which I noted. For example, you have Personality, and that's what I told you that also influence what the dragon does. Some dragons prefer melee, some dragons prefer skills, etc. That's the hidden personality stat or trait. So yeah, it is kind of weird like that, you know? Is there anything out of ordinary about it? No, I don't think so. And then we have the transform stat or something like that. You can feed a special item to a dragon and it changes its form to a special unknown dragon form. The unknown form is really weird, but it has its uses, sorta. I'll get to that in a moment, when I'll talk about the forms a bit more. So yeah, the dragon can use, I think, one of 8 different elements. So Earth, there is an Earth elemental, like I said in the previous map, because I wasn't sure in the previous episode. Sorry. 5 of those 8 I told you were attributes, and we have them here. But we also have Earth, like I told you now. We also have Sacred, and we also have Dark. And those are special attributes, special attack attributes, which are combined with special dragon forms. Normally dragons don't use Light or Sacred and Dark. Normally you have Water, Fire, Lightning, etc. But Sacred and Dark can be leveled. And when they're leveled, your dragon can, and they maxed, the dragon can change a form. So the dragon's special form, one of the special forms are Sacred Dragons and Dark Dragons. This kind of smells Breath of Fire to me. I think maybe you'll kind of feel that out as well, you know? So yeah, normally when you level up dragons in conjunction with elements, they basically, every dragon, not depending on which one you talk to, when they change forms, they get the same attack. An elemental attack and a physical attack. Different levels. They get the same. You can go to Salamando, teach him water skills, and he'll have water attacks also, I think. But if you level them up in Sacred and Dark, they get special different attacks depending on the dragon. And they get a special different form also depending on the dragon. So yeah. I want to talk about that special form a bit. So the special forms are reached when you get 250 in either Strength or Vitality, reach the max level in Earth, and get either Life or Poison to max level, because that's the Light and Dark stat. So, and they take on a special form, and some special forms have an innate ability. For example, Salamando's special forms have an innate ability, and that is, he doesn't die. Yeah, he has infinite HP in special form. In the Sacred special form and in his Master special form, because there is something like a Master form. And I think I will do a personal handicap and I won't use the form that has infinite HP on Salamando, because that's kinda cheating, you know? That kinda feels like cheating. It really does. He can solo the hardest dungeon, he can solo a map, because he basically doesn't die. And that's kinda iffy. And like I said, there is also a form that's named Master Dragon form. And it's weird because it looks the same as the base dragon, so it will look the same as Salamando does now, but to reach it, you need to have all attributes, physical and elemental, max. So your dragons will kinda be this form regardless of what you want at the end of the game, because you have to feed them. And there's nothing special, and I don't like that the form has the same appearance. I don't like that. Yeah, it's kind of weird. So, I was talking about loyalty, I think. And when it goes to... No, not loyalty. It was intimacy. Let me check. Yeah, intimacy. If intimacy falls to 0, you also get a special form, and this is a lonely dragon. Basically, this means the dragon doesn't change any attacks or any elements. It's just, it will be really weird on the battlefield. It won't aid you, it won't heal you, it will just attack. So you gotta watch out when using items that give a lot of buff to physical attributes or elemental but lower intimacy. You don't want a dragon that just does whatever it wants and doesn't help you. Also, the other special form that I was talking about, the Uni special form. It's weird. The dragon has quite strong attacks. It has really strong attacks, but those attacks can fail quite often. It really can fail. You can use either a special attack or a physical attack. It doesn't have any elemental associates. It's just non-elemental. It's kind of weird like that, and it looks really weird. It has 10 forms, because you have to feed it 10 quantities of one type of item. It's a special item, and when you feed it all 10, it gets a special form, and that's a black dragon form. And then their black dragon form gets a special attack, and it's kind of weird in that... Oh no, wait, that was a different dragon that special items, but yeah, it has 10 forms and it has a special attack which can fail quite often. And I don't know if I will go for it in this playthrough. There's also an unknown form. This form, the unknown form, is associated with special items, and I don't know if I will go for it in this playthrough, because it also has certain special attacks, and it's really weird. Those special attacks are weird. The dragon, the unknown dragon, can't do any of its own attacks, but it will basically change to a random form before attacking. It can pick any random special dragon form, from any dragon, and then do its special attack. So it's really weird like that, you know? So I would advise you to check out those forms if it's your first time playing, but now, when I basically played this a lot, I don't know if I'll go for those forms. I don't. I'll need to think. So anywho, let's feed him. And this is also a very important thing about feeding. Let's feed all the flame grass. So you basically feed your dragons consumables and equipment. So you kinda need to balance if you want cool equipment equipped right now, or if you want to feed your dragon right now and make it more powerful, you know? That's not that easy, to be honest. It's not that easy. Okay. And I think I'll give you a leather armor as well, so you can have more vitality at the start and more dexterity. Yeah, thunder. So it's really quite... You could think it's a simple thing, you know, but at the start it's really not, because you want to balance what type of equipment you use right now. Who do you equip if you have a really strong party at first, used for battles, or if you want to have strong dragons right out of the bat. Later on, when you get access to random missions, because they are random missions for leveling purposes, etc., you can farm some items and feed your dragons. But now you have to decide. So let's lift off. And it's not that easy. Also, Sendak will be weird. Okay, old man. So you won't fall off? Dude. Yeah, and more party members. Mini-devils. Mini-devils are kinda specific. They're interesting. But I'll talk about that when we get into the battle. How much time did that explanation take? 25 minutes. Okay, not bad. So yeah, you need to do a fair amount of balancing between equipping your dudes and feeding your dragons. Let's see if we can... Now I got the longsword. Everyone has a longsword and a plate mail, so I could have fed the longsword to a dragon. I didn't have access to this menu, so I didn't know. The mini-devils can't equip weapons, and they also don't use magic. They have special attacks that I think are called dances, and they have various weird effects they do, but are quite okay. We can't change the formation yet. If I push this, we get the sound, so I can't change this. We get pre-made formation, and I think it will be just for this battle as well. After that, we get access to the full formation. We check the dragons, we check the inventory. All is good. You can check even this inventory, you can see what things do. This also can be used in battle as a consumable item that attacks or uses abilities on enemies, so there's also that. So you can also click map to give you a scouting position, which is awesome. That was something that was missing from the Final Fantasy Tactics when we played it, that scouting information that we could have gotten. So, without further ado, I will go back here, change the overlay. Wait a second. Ta-da! We have the next battle overlay, so let's begin the assault. Yeah, looks like they are. Yeah, I guess. But I would prefer you not kicking, more slashing. Yeah, he did, he's quite good at that. So yeah, defeat the boss here again. Defeat the boss, I think it's mainly the objective. Like Metalite says, we want to get this flagship. And this is the ship that we were on the beginning. If you remember, he was Bikebake, he was Salamando. We're going through the plan with Rush or Truce here. So yeah, that's it. As you can see on the overlay, there are mainly soldier enemies, 2 ice magus with soldier backup, and the Lanzenritter, which, if I remember my German, would be a knight with a lance knight, because Ritter was a knight, I think. Anywho, the Lanzenritter is actually quite nasty, let me show you. You can push a button to get the details, you can see the sprites and you can see the stats when you push it. As for the overlay, I'm still thinking about adding additional stats to the overlay. And as you can see, I changed the font type. It's more basic, it doesn't have those swirly things. It looks a little less fancy, but I think it gives a lot more readability. And I will check and decide which font I like and which is more readable. You can also comment which you like more, which is more readable, and I think I will go with that one. I'll do a couple of episodes with this font and I will see if I can decide it, because when I write something and I push enter, so the text will be embedded in the image, it kinda pixelates a bit, and that previous font pixelated in a way that made it less readable, really noticeably less readable. And this one's a bit better for the eyes. So, as you can see, everyone is level 2 except the Lanzenritter, the boss. And the stats are not that much bigger than the others except HP, but the Lanzenritter has an annoying lance throwing attack, like he said he won the competition. The lance attack has long ass range, and I think it's even AoE, so you'll kinda learn to hate the Lanzenritters, cause you will meet them a lot. You'll meet them a lot in the game. No, let me see first how far we can go with various characters. I think move Sendak first. Sendak has gotten a different dragon from what he had in the previous fight. In the previous one he had Molten, and now he has the Thunderhawk. And unfortunately I can't... Can use Bingo. This is a strength and magic. That will give us XP for using it. So that's always a good thing. Yeah, the dragon will go quite a bit forward. But that's not bad, as he has a lot more HP than we have. Oh, one thing I didn't tell you in the previous episode. If you defeat an enemy with a field attack from afar, you get half. If I remember, it actually is half. Half of the money you would get by going adjacent and attacking them in the battle phase. In the turn battle thingy, you know? And that's pretty substantial, and they don't tell you that. At least I don't remember them telling you that right out of the bat, which is weird. Also, to answer your question, I don't remember what Bingo does. It just said strength and magic. But I really don't remember what it does. It has an icon, it has a sword icon, so I'm guessing... Yeah, it buffs their attack stats from what I can see. It's basically an attack stat buff, which is very good. Let's go... Let's actually go for a melee attack. I'll probably... what's the word I'm looking for? Regret this decision, as I'll be quite close to various soldier enemies and the ice magus. But we'll see, we'll see. No, that was quite strong, because I don't believe they're strong enough to delete all of us right out of the bat, and I think they will be more interested in the dragons than they will be in the soldiers, so we'll see about that. The first fights aren't that bad, aren't that dangerous, but still need to pay attention. Yeah, as you can see, we have the dance, and it's kinda weird as it has some random properties to it. Let's see if sleep will work. Sleep basically works per unit in the squad, and it can sleep, for example, one or two, or everyone. If everyone is asleep, he can't do anything, but if a couple of units are asleep, the unit can still move and still act. It will just attack and use skills as if it were a singular unit in the... For example, if we have 2 out of 3, the skill levels would go down, and the amount of actions will go down, and its speed could go down if it's a mixed type of unit and we slept all the quick ones and only the slow one was left awoke. So yeah, it's pretty interesting skill, and it's pretty helpful if it works on the enemy, you know. Okay, wasn't that bad. But the Lance and Ritter will be the one that will get the most problems, as he'll probably snipe Salamando, and I kinda hope he will not die, because he's getting damaged really badly. Salamando may go down here. I didn't think this one through as much as I would want. They'll gang up on him. Oh, he's getting low. He is getting low. Let's hope he doesn't go down, so we can heal him. Hellfire again, yes. Does very decent damage, as you can see. But unfortunately, yeah, there will be both. Everyone will attack Salamando. He went too far forward. I could have given him the command to stay back. Oh, sleep. That will actually save him, I suppose. They won't do enough damage by themselves. Oh, you javelin thrown at Bew. Interesting. Not bad damage, honestly, not bad damage. Oh, and the buff wore out on Bew. That was quick. Okie doke, we could fry all of them. Would be a thing. Let's go... here. Let's heal the dragon, because he's in dire need of healing. Not bad, not bad. Please attack. Not this guy though, not this guy. No, and with a bite. Dude, unless they all woke up already. But that was not a smart thing to do, if I'm being honest. Not a smart thing. So, I would want to ideally body block them, like this. Which one now? Let me just check for a second. This one is damaged, this one is hardly damaged, so we'll go with this one, I think. Now, destroy. I would want those elemental attacks to go in. This one will probably die, definitely. But the other ones that I'm afraid of won't die. Yeah, 200 too little. This one will probably live through it. This one should die. Exactly. And this one should also die now. So we only have one guy in the group, which is basically isn't a threat if it's just a singular guy. Oh, they didn't level. Huh. Who will you attack? Oh, nice, you attack... No, dude, 3! You could attack 3 of... See? That's why the dragons are not the brightest things at the start. Guess if he would have more of that mind status, he could attack all 3. Not saying that he would, but it's... he could. He could have. Well, we could do... Let's do a thunder one. I do want to attack all 3 of those, to weaken them. And maybe to kill someone. Come on, Thunderhawk. Oh, dude, please. Dude, no. Why? I mean... They did something. But, come on. Come on, dude. I guess that means the best thing to do with Bew would be a field attack on all 3 and hope that Salamando actually does a thing like that as well. Okay. Alright, and here we go. So we'll be in not a good situation when it comes to formation, as the Lance and Ritter can attack 3 allies. 2 dragons and Metalite. Or both of our wizard groups. And as you can see, there is a quite easy way to overlevel one of your groups if they do the finishing off like that. So be sure you watch out how your groups are leveled. Okay, that wasn't bad damage. And then, yeah, the Ice Magus will go down in 1. And we got a Fire Rod. Oh, and Salamando leveled up, which is nice. He also needs a bit more healing, I think. Let's see who'll attack him. Yeah, this group. So definitely need to heal that. I think the Lance and Ritter will also attack him in close quarters, which could be painful. If everyone attacks him in close quarters, he will have a hard time withstanding the damage. Will probably go down. We'll see about that. Yeah, he will. He will. 600 HP, he will. Should have used the command to have him stay behind. I could have done that, but we're nearly done with the map, so I don't know. There's only 3 groups left, and he didn't even go there. Okay, that was stupid, but that means Salamando lives, so I'll definitely have Matlight attack the Lance and Ritter group. We'll have Salamando get healed again. I don't need to heal any of my human groups. They didn't get damaged that badly. Who will you attack? Oh, you'll refresh Salamando. That's not bad. It's honestly not bad at all. Now we'll first go with Sendak. We'll go Thunder Gale. I want some Thunder Elemental equipment or grass after this, so that's why I picked this element. Okay, 1 grass, it's not bad. Please, Thunderhawk, finish him off. Okay, no, you did not do what I wanted you to do, unfortunately. I will go after those chumps before I go after the boss, as I want as much items at the end of this battle as I can get. Get some physical attacks in, so I can get some armors and weapons. Not only elemental ones, also normal ones. Great. Great, everyone should go down. This is nice sprite work, by the by. Okay, yeah. And 6 drugs, that's good, that's good. Please finish off, yes, thank you. I think it's important, at least at the start of the game, to kill as many enemies as you can, to get as much items as you can after the battle. Could go for this guy, but I think one won't do it, won't make or break anything, so we'll focus on the Lance and Ritter. I like the boss music here. Let's focus on the dude first. Because the soldier guys, they ain't a threat. Oh, thanks for helping. Oh, he didn't, he just watched. He's just menacingly watching it, like, I saw that stuff you fed me the last time. I ain't gonna help you. It sort of is like that sometimes. He dodged. Interesting. Okay, we blocked. No, we didn't block. That's normal animation if I recall. But the dudes are quite tanky, as you can see. That's why I like using them to attack a boss. I don't think this will finish off the soldiers. No, too little, unfortunately. Okay, who will you attack now? I thought you would go for the priests, if I'm being honest. Huh. But you went for the most weakened one, so I guess that's a bit logical as well. Okay. And how about the boss? Who will he attack? He attacks the priests. Okay, I have an idea what I will do. I mean, I could also go... No, I will continue this. I wanted to attack with Sendak, but... Why not attack like this? Okie doke, that should take care of all of them. Yeah, this ain't worth it. Oh. If I knew, I would have deleted the guys first. That's a note to self. Don't defeat the boss in the battle. First defeat everyone else if you want to maximize items. That's a note to self. Yeah, everyone gets a little bonus so they don't fall off that much. Wait a moment, wait a moment. I don't know if you should be in charge, dude. But yeah, we get the ship now. And it's pretty cool if you ask me. It's like a flying island. Has the green all over it. It's cool. Whoa. Easy with the door opening, man. Do you pay any bills here or what? Yeah, anybody here, of course. It was owned by the enemy and anyone's here, yeah. Unless you wanna get sniped by someone, because I guess the enemy could be still inside. Okay, old man, okay. I mean, why wouldn't it? It's a fine airship, they didn't need to, you know, break anything. Oh, okay, now I can control view. I think we should go to the bridge? Oh, oh. Okay. 2 Lancers as well. Dude, it's a flying airship, of course it does. No, I do not, but okay. Unfortunately there's a counter here and here, because there will be merchants, so we can't go and steal the treasure. Yeah, I know it sucks. And this is the crew. And that's a Lanzenritter there. Huh. And it's Hornet. New pilot? Who made you the new pilot? Okie doke, man. Okie doke. So you say... Yeah, no. I don't think you are. Yeah, the dragons are hungry constantly, if I'm being honest. Let's check the time. 48 minutes, so you know what? Think this is a good idea to end the episode here. And we'll see what's up with this airship and what's our next mission in the next episode. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, take care, and cześć!